Ta-da.
Hello, and welcome to Engine Room Chat. I'm not supposed to be here on this chat. Dave and Jeff are supposed to be here, but we've been inundated with technological disasters this evening. So I've jumped on, and I'm going to just try and get Dave and Saul on, and I'm going to let Glenn and Saul. Did I say Dave and Saul on? Dave and Jeff on.
Dave and Jeff.
Let Glenn and Saul just talk for the minute. I've just arrived in Devon. My phone's about to go flat, so I need to plug in. So I might disappear, but I'm going to let these two chat away in true Engine Room Chat style. So over to you, Glenn and Saul, while I find a charger and plug in.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Engine Room Chat. We're a little bit late and we're too short. Well, we've got an extra one over there who shouldn't be here. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's ignore Lisa in the corner. Anyway, Engine Room Chat. I'm here with Saul from Barely Floating. I will be with Dave from Narrowboat Changing Pace. Louise will kill me if I get that wrong. And Jeff who's on credit limit. Right. Anyway, let's see if we can crack on, and we'll go straight on to Saul because you're the only one here, mate. So yeah, I hope you've been busy.
I have actually. Well, I have been. Well, I did all the glow plugs like I said last month. But I was still having a little bit of trouble starting the engine. It was smoking a lot and what have you. Anyway, Jeff did give me a bit of a hint. He said, prime the engine for 10 seconds, but start it on full throttle. And that seems to do the trick. I get less smoke. But I'm just wondering how long you leave it on full chat. Like, do you leave it on for a minute or two, or a couple of seconds, or... And what do you back it off to?
We'll check with Jeff if he makes it on. But I would think it's just to get it started. Yeah. So I would think just to get the initial oomph in. Our old BMC was a little bit like that. Mm. It did like a good bit of throttle to get it going.
Yeah. Well, it's not too bad because I put the new ones in. It strapped up pretty good, but it does start a lot better on full chat like. And then but I back it off. If I back it off straight away, the engine backs off and dies down again.
Yeah. So and is it not smoking, and is it still leaking oil or using oil?
It's not using as much oil, but I've got my next job is to take that inspection plate off for the oil breather. Clean all that out. That's something I've got to do. Hopefully that'll sort out the running issues. There's a little bit of smoke if I give it some beans, but problem I've got is when I give her a little bit more throttle, she hunkers down and she's grounding on bottom of the canal at the minute. We've got a lot of weight in her.
Because you're heavy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you're heavy as well. You're heavy anyway, aren't you? You always said it sits heavy in the water.
Yeah, well, she's down to button now because we put more stuff on boat.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Did you put it all down the back?
Yeah. Well, no, it's all over the place. But what I need to do is I need to do the ballast. I need to take out because I've got paving slabs in, and I want to change them for engineering bricks. So I'm going to take a few out and sort it out that way. So that job's on there. So hopefully this month coming up, I'm going to do that job, the oil breather. Then my next job that I'm on with at the moment actually is rubbing down the paintwork on the boat and treating all the rust and what have you on the sides. So I'm taking that back down to bare metal.
Yeah. Oh, Dave's trying again.
Yeah.
He's trying again down the bottom there.
Yeah.
I'm trying all I can behind the scenes here. I'm trying all I can. Carry on.
We're not getting many messages. We're not getting any messages either, by the way.
We got one.
I don't know how many people. Huh?
We got one here. Tanner Family Memories, and it's YT.
I'm not sure what that means.
No, not with the lingo.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hold on.
There's-
I'm here on YouTube.
Oh,
Jeff.
that's Jeff on YouTube.
Jeff's watching.
And Mark's here as well.
Hello,
So,
Mark.
hello. Just please let us know you're out there. So, excellent, excellent. That I've just asked Dave to try a different browser because he can't get his mic or camera to access.
Right. Okay.
Who's
Who's that?
ringing? Oh, it's my mum's phone, I think.
No, that's my missus and
No.
her phone. Yeah.
No, that's fine. It's chaos tonight.
Anyway, we'll carry on. We'll carry on while Lisa struggles in behind the scenes. Hello, Jeff. Thanks for watching, Jeff. Sorry you're not in it.
So
I think he's still on holiday.
Yeah, he's still on holidays.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm rubbing down the exterior of the boat, and I'm going to hand paint it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've bought a big brush. I just need to pick the right paint now. So I've looked at a few different types of paint. I think it's originally done with Rylard. Is it Rylard paint?
Right. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to go just grab a tin. Actually, bear with.
Yeah.
I've been doing something today, and I've been and our little boat uses this stuff. Have you seen that boat? It's called Narrow Boat Paint.
No.
And it's got like it's a right ropey old tin, but believe it or not, the paint was actually all right inside it, but there was only a tiny bit in there. But because I need to get some more. But it just says Narrow Boat Paint. Let me see if it's got a make on it.
Yeah.
But it goes on really well. Rapid Paint, Birmingham.
All right. Okay. I've not heard of those.
A company called Rapid Paint. Anyway, I've got to get in contact with them to see if they can get me some more of that because
I'm going with a company called Oatrol. I think it's Oatrol.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, they're quite a big European company. Right. So I'm going to go with them, and because I've speaking to the merchant, and he said this seems to be the stuff, and they are marine paints as well. They're quite well known in marine paints. We GRP boats and all that malarkey, and yachts and things. So, but they do marine paint for narrowboats, for metal boats. So we're going to give that a go.
They should know their stuff. So when you start and do it, you've got to pick the right day as well. So
well, I've rubbed down one entire side of the boat, which was remarkably easy. Actually, it only took me probably about 2 hours.
What, to get down to metal?
No, I'm not taking it down to the metal, because if I take it down to the metal, I'm causing myself like loads of problems. We just the amount of coats of paint I've got to put on. So where the rust bits have blown or the paint's blown, I'm grinding that off to metal, and then I'm treating it and then painting over that. So I'm sort of relying on all the paint not reacting with each other, but I don't think it will. It's pretty tough stuff that's on. It takes some rubbing to get it off. So I've used quite a fine, like a 120 grade sandpaper on my orbital sander, and just taking the shine off pretty much, and the lumps.
And the lumps. Have you managed to get rid of the sort of like? Have you managed to get rid of sort of the pits almost?
No, what I'm going to do is because I'm going to use like 4 coats of paint. I'm going to see what the first coat does, whether it'll fill those pits in enough for the next layers of coats of paint to fill in that. If not, I'll just use some car body filling or U-Pol type stuff.
Put a bit of thin, because I've had that issue today. Well, I've been obviously our roof and our boat is pretty bad, so I started Saturday rubbing it down. I was using a multi-tool, and the patches on our roof are massive. As I was putting it on, Just so we know, we will come to the messages on the side there. I'll just literally we'll finish this conversation because there's some paint questions and that which we'll come to in a minute. Anyway, I know I should be doing this, mate, as in like you should be finishing, but I thought as we're talking about paint, and I've been doing it for the last 2 days. So on the top of our roof, we had a lot of, and I said that it's like it's where pots were or something. It was really bad. But the pits, I mean, we're talking areas of like this.
Yeah.
And the edges are really, the steel's really good, but in the middle, it's got some serious pitting. So what I've done is today, I've rubbed it down. I've treated it Saturday. I left the treatment on. Went back today, and all down the side of our boat where I just bloody cleaned it was all the runoff from the rust treatment thing. So it had streaks down all over the place. So it comes off, but it's like a horrible mess.
Yeah.
So I know I gave it another rub. I washed the roof, and then I gave it another rub over today, and then I used Oxide Red.
Yeah.
Just to treat the places where I treated because I didn't want them to go rusty again. So I've gone over. It took me all day, literally all freaking day, because there's some tiny pinhole ones. Then there's there's massive, and I'm trying to build up a bit of a coat of paint to fill some of the pits.
Yeah.
So and I gave it a little stripy go. I gave it a little stripy go with this on the front bit, just by the deck, and it goes on nice, but you can see where all the edges are.
Yeah.
Really. But did you use electrical sander or did you use a?
Well, I have a battery powered one, which I use, which is a Makita, which is a really good one, and that one was fine, but it wasn't. I mean, I was doing about half an hour and then a new battery in, and it just wasn't as good as the electric one. I've got one of those cheap McAllister ones. I just ran it off my generator, and that was super quick. Just kept going and really good. Got everything rubbed down. Like I say, well, it took me an hour to do the first section, which was only like probably 1.5 meters, and then the rest of the boat took me an hour and a half, and that was just with the electric sander. It was dead quick, really good actually. And I don't want to get rid of the pits by sanding them out, because what could end up happening is when I paint it up, I'm hoping I get a shine on it. It might show as dints, divots in the thing. Whereas if I fill them over, it'll be smooth. You know what I mean? Well, as smooth as it can be on that boat.
Yeah. I did think about filling it, but I just thought it was a bit of a job. Well, no, not as big a job as it used to be, because obviously we're only 30 foot. So, hey up!
Oh, hey!
Jeffrey! Whee! Are you at home, Jeff?
One down, one to go.
Jesus, what a nightmare! No.
Are you still away? Oh, he's gone. There he is. Oh, here you go. I can see you.
Delayed because you're not doing it. Very delayed.
Hang on, I'm going to have to turn you up on YouTube. So I can hear you. I can't hear them.
Oh man. Hopefully
So
we'll be able to get Dave on.
Yeah, other than that, it's the only other thing I need to look like. Gunnels. What's everybody's thoughts on gunnels? Painting the gunnels. Do you do it with the blacking or?
Well, I've got a story about that. I've got a story about that. That I spoke to when I was going to get our boat painted, Nutshell. When I went and saw the bloke who was going to do it, he said to me, "Don't do a different colour." He said, "Go right up to the top with the blacking," because he said it's much easier to patch it up.
Yeah.
Than it is if you have a paint on there. So he's back. Oh, there's a D on the screen. Hang on.
Dave, you just got to click allow, allow mic and allow video.
Can I interrupt? Sorry, I think it's because they're coming in through Chrome, and sometimes I think there's been an issue with Chrome, so you need to access through another browser first. That's what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I had exactly the same thing, and then once I'd accessed through a different browser, it then worked.
Right. Is Jeff actually there, or was he just frozen?
I think he's frozen. It's shown that Jeff's got very little internet. And Dave's coming through with better internet, but still not there.
D.
Oh, what?
Have you told Dave the issue?
I've been corresponding, but now we've lost Jeff. It's going to be one of those evenings.
In it just.
Yeah. Anyway, continue talking about gunnels. You two continue talking about gunnels.
So I don't like the fact of going with blistering black all the way to the top, to be honest with you.
I'm sort of,
It's not the most attractive paint. But I'm going to go black. I think I'm going to go black. The paint's just flaking off of ours all over. It's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
When someone didn't prep it, whoever painted it last, they put a matte black on a shiny black.
Yeah.
And the matte black's just falling off in chunks because the shiny black underneath wasn't scored. So
no, Mark, he says they have blackboard paint.
The top rubbing strip and below the gum well. That's why we have blackboard paint. Is that so you can write on the side as well?
Yeah.
You can chalk it up, Mark.
Changes the name every week, every time he bumps into someone.
Yeah. Change the boat name or the co name. Oh right, okay, yeah. No, I just watched read the next one down. Hi Dale saw the boat. At its new mooring. You went past it the other day. So anyway, we're dragging it out. I'm hoping beginning of June. I'm a bit tight on time because we've got a lot going on in June. But I've got to get it surveyed as well. Jeff's back. Are you there? Can you hear Jeff?
He's up.
I don't know. you there, Jeff? Can you hear?
There'll be a big row starting now. There'll be a big row. Yeah. Just put it down. Leave it alone.
He's got his hands in the air like that. I presume that means he can't hear. Or he's been on the sangria.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what's gone wrong with it.
Can I make a suggestion? I know. Should we do like a part 2 of this and try and get everyone together? What do you reckon?
What, as in turn it off and then come back again?
No, I don't know whether to turn it off or to try and get the technical stuff sorted and then come back like maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or next Monday. What do you think?
It might be an idea because obviously I don't know. Jeff will be back from holiday then.
And I just think it's such a shame that, like, you know, that Jeff and Dave aren't here, and I just think, you know, they've got really good input. They've always got good input. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you
All
think?
right. Yeah. Well, okay. I'll.
Is that? Hold on one second. Everyone watching, can you just give us like a thumbs up if you think we should reschedule? So,
when we've got everybody,
when we got the gang back together, because it just seems like such a shame.
I think Jeff's
Let
in
us know.
Spain at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff's in Spain, and that. And
we don't know where
Dave's
Dave
somewhere.
is. Dave's somewhere. This is a truly international one. Mark's given us a thumbs up. Dale's given us a thumbs up. I think it's. My glasses are steaming up. I mean, I'm working up a sweat trying to sort this out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think that is going to be the best idea because it just seems a shame without them, doesn't it? So Ben says doesn't mind either way. All right, shall we do that?
Yeah.
Did you want to just finish that bit or answer any of the questions?
Well, I'll just have a little look down here, and just there was someone who asked. I know Liam asked about. I know why Liam asked about his PCA check because he's just had his done and his boat failed, but he's only got a few things to do, and I'm helping him with that.
Hold on. We might have Dave back.
No.
I'm just.
Yeah,
Dave,
that's not.
can you hear us? No. Okay.
So sorry, people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Glenn, make a note of the questions, and then
it was only about paint. People asking about paint, and
I think Ben's what paint would you use for the roof? Same stuff as you use for the sides. Just a marine paint is probably the best stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard all sorts of stories about floor paint and all sorts, which is not a good idea.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks to everyone for the thumbs up. Let's do
I'm sorry
that.
about the. Sorry about it. It was a bit of a blunder. I don't know what's going on, but we need to regroup and
what
come
we'll
back.
do is we'll have a practice. We'll have a practice of getting everybody on, making sure it all works, and then thanks Steve, thanks Will, hello to Boatman Benjamin, and
thanks Keith,
thanks Emily,
Keith,
thank you. Oh, and Keith, yeah. So let's do that because it seems. Oh, hold on. There's another Dave down there. I've got two Daves. Let me just. I've got two Daves.
Oh no, we got two Ds.
We've got two Daves. We've got two Glens. Oh man. Okay, let's do that.
Doing his not.
Let's clap it.
Oh, hold on. Jeff's back. Jeff, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Man,
No,
all right. Look, guys,
let's shelve it.
Let's sort this out, and then we'll rearrange, and then hopefully it should all work. All right.
Yeah. All right. We won't have to have Lisa on board.
I am. I can hear
back.
you. I'm watching you on the TV.
All right. Oh yeah, look.
Yeah, we're going now.
we get.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's call quits. We'll see you later.